Happy, beautiful day, beautiful people. I hope you guys are well. Welcome to my couch. Today is a Tuesday, and I think if you've been following me for a while, you know that Tuesdays are like down days, and so the videos are very chilled, sometimes very short. But yeah, happy Tuesday. Welcome to day 108 of posting every single day on YouTube. I mean, making and posting videos every day on YouTube. Amazing. And except for the night. So welcome to day 108. I hope you guys are well. I am sitting here facing outside, feeling guilty and crappy for all the things I planned on doing today that I haven't yet done. It is 6:40, um 6:42-ish, and usually I sleep quite early around 8, so just about an hour and 15 minutes. And I was having a conversation this morning with my friend Claudia. We have a regular check-in on Tuesdays where we're just kind of checking in, like, how's it going? What are you working on, etc. And for us today was, what are you avoiding working on? And what came up for me was the things I'm avoiding in my business, and how, like, I know what I need to do, but I'm just not doing it. And why am I not doing it? And what can I do about it to make sure that I do it? Today I tried on a very different hairstyle. I was on a call with my little sister, and she was telling me how, like, oh wow, you have a bun on today. And I was like, actually no, I was just feeling really hot and I didn't want hair like to touch my neck, so that's why. But we were talking about it with Claudia, how, what are we avoiding in our businesses? And what came up for me was, I'm working on my business website, right? And I have been verbally working on it for like 2 to 3 weeks now. And for some reason, I just haven't got it. I haven't made progress on that. Like, I just do enough to look like I'm doing something without actually doing something. Like, I'm doing 0.11% of what I'm actually meant to do. And I know it's important in the grand scheme of the business. It's kind of part of, I think of a website like an office space. I do have an office space for my company, right? So it's like having an office space on the internet where people who know me can go and see more about the business, and people who don't know me can also know about the business, and people who are referring people to me can be like, you know what, check out her website. So I know the importance of a website, and yet somehow it feels like this thing that has to be really big and really perfect. And from someone who's been posting every day on YouTube, I feel like I am slowly mastering the art of imperfection. Like, I just show up as I am. And it's also, these videos are making me very honest. I cannot show up and be like, wow, I just had the best day today when I feel like crap. It's like I just show up exactly as I am, where I am, what I'm thinking about, all of these things. And so somehow today, having this conversation made me realize something, like, oh gosh, it's like I'm outing myself. This feels like a really bad therapy session when you just show up and you talk about your problems a lot, and somehow you're like, that was a lot. Was that too much? Was that too much? And so one of the things that I shared with Claudia was about the website. The website, I want it to be good. I want it to be perfect. And so I feel like it's gonna take a lot of mental energy to have enough clarity to get the process going. And when I think about how much mental energy it's going to take, I'm like, okay, I don't have that right now. And yet, like, I have this weird struggle where when I have 2 hours on my schedule, I'm like, this is not enough time to work on this website thing. And when I have 2 hours on my schedule, I'm like, okay, well, I have enough time to do 307 things. So it's so weird and very interesting where it's not enough time to do one thing, but somehow it's enough time to do like 759 things. How? Do the math, like, explain the math to me. And it's this constant battle with my brain. Like, it's been a full blown war in my head from 11 a.m. to like 6 p.m. or 4 p.m., or I don't even know what time it was, maybe 5. Like, what am I, like, I'm thinking about what I'm doing, what I want to do without actually doing it. And thinking takes a lot of mental energy, a lot of emotional energy. Like, it's so draining thinking about what you're going to do as opposed to doing something. I think it was about a year ago. I read I don't remember the title of the book, but it was somehow about you have two people, right? And oh my gosh, I do have a bit of a story time, so stick around for it. So yeah, you have two people who are trying to learn a language. Now I can understand that because I moved to China without knowing a single thing about speaking Chinese. And so when speaking in Chinese, okay, grammar, all righty, brain, take care. I mean, calm down. But yes, um, gosh, I lost my train of thought. Okay, yes, language. So you have two people learning a language, and one of them decides, I'm gonna go and buy the best books and enroll in the perfect course and do the best I can to learn this language, to do this language thingy. I'm just gonna um like go and learn the vocabulary, the grammar. I'm gonna find a way to learn the language. And then we have one person who takes a course, yes, but everything they're learning, they're like trying to practice it instantly. I remember when we were in uni first year, we had like so many students who were from Pakistan and India, a lot of Asians, brilliant people. And like this whole group of Pakistani guys, we would learn something in class like ni hao, something, and they would go to the canteen, the school canteen, we call it a shutang, go to the shutang, and then they'd be like asking the I'd be like, oh, hi, I want this and this. No, not that one. I would speak kind of like really simple English to communicate what I wanted. But these guys, you just learned one word, you're right there. Like I remember we learned lajiao. Like lajiao is spice in Chinese, right? So they would go to this spot and they'd be like, ni hao, like hi, ni hao, ai, wo buyao lajiao, wo buyao 我要这个不要 and I remember thinking, "Ugh, you guys suck, like you guys just learned this like 20 minutes ago and now you're using gladio everywhere, like you're trying to explain to the eye what you they were trying to use their body language to kind of express what they are talking about what they need, what they don't need. And then you would hear them like chatting amongst themselves, like walking to the dorms, like still speaking in Chinese. They're like, 等一下,等一下, like talking to each other. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, this is so cringe, right? Because I thought it's so uncool. You just learned something, you still suck at it. Why are you trying to kind of do it right now? Obviously, it was 10 years ago. So judge me, fine. I'm judging me a little bit too. But yes, and now fast forward 4 years later, when we are graduating, most of these guys in that group, their Chinese was so good. Like so good. It wasn't just basic Chinese, basic get by conversation Chinese. It was like these guys were good because they kept practicing, they kept showing up, they kept doing the thing again and again and again. It wasn't a matter of like, oh, I'm just trying to sound cool, I'm just trying to no, they just did the thing. And so that book, now referencing the book, it's like when you have two guys, one of them is trying to be perfect before they can even try, and then you have this other guy who doesn't even know what he's doing, and he's just like, using his body language, trying to express the language and all that. Who do you think is going to learn faster? The person who hires a coach, and no shade, I'm a coach, so I can say that. The person who hires a coach and tries to perfect everything without ever attempting, or the person who, yes, whether they have a coach or not, they're out there, they're trying, they're doing this. Who do you think is going to succeed? Who do you think will learn the language? I mean, they both will probably. And who do you think is going to master the language faster? Of course, the person who's like doing the best they can to get the language, right? And so when I take that analogy into my life today, I'm waiting for things to be perfect. Like, I'm a creative, yes, but my brain needs strategy. Like, my brain needs to know that from 6 to 7, I will be doing this. My brain needs to know that from this time to this time. I was having a conversation with, who was I telling? Claudia, my friend Claudia today, where I think 3 or 4 nights ago, I was sitting here, and anytime I get home in the afternoon, I'm always like, "Ah, I'm gonna take a nap today. I'm gonna take a nap today. I'm gonna take a nap." And that, like, I also know that if I take a nap, I'll probably sleep for the whole afternoon. There are people who nap and like they do really well after the nap. I'm not people. if I nap, then I'm just gonna sleep for like 3 hours. And when I wake up, it's gonna take me about 30 minutes to an hour to fully get up. And then when it's bedtime, then I can't sleep. And if I do, it's such a shallow sleep that I'll just be getting up like 3, 4, 5 times in the night. And so I promised myself that I'd be in bed by 7. It was 8:30. I was sitting here and I was not asleep, and I'm like, I messed up. Like, I'm gonna be so tired by the time I wake up. And there was a whole panic, and I was even attempted to like change the time on my wall clock so I could play with my mind. I could lie to myself that, don't worry, we slept at 7, which is nuts because that's the kind of brain I have. Beautiful, yes, but again, perfection. Like, I want things to be the way I want them to be. Like, I just want them to work, damn it. And so on a day like today, when I have 700 things I could be doing, I pretend I'm resting. And resting is good. No shade to that. But I pretend I'm resting, but really I'm just avoiding. And I'm still trying to understand, how is it that I don't have enough time to do one important task, but I am trying to cram 700 things into this schedule? Like, it doesn't make any sense, right? It's like, I think I could be doing this, I could do this, I could send invoices, create a video, do YouTube, respond to clients within 30 minutes, but I cannot work on clarity for my website in 2 hours? Really? Like, Phoebe, gotta do better, love. Gotta do better. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts for today. Tomorrow, I will tell you about a story a friend of mine shared with me yesterday, which was very interesting, about the most important thing in entrepreneurship. And because we are getting more consistent, I think whenever I have an idea, I'll be writing it down. So when I don't have something top of my head to talk about, I'll just pick a topic from the book. And yeah, if there's anything you'd love me to cover about life, living in China, entrepreneurship in a foreign country, being Kenyan in China, I don't think I ever think about that as much. But yeah, it was really interesting. The other day I was walking and someone says to me, "One time." I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Like, if you're not Kenyan, that'll probably pass you by. But someone just said one time, and I'm like, must be the forehead. They could tell I'm Kenyan. They could tell. But yeah, guys, that was a very different direction of humor. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys same place, same time tomorrow. As always, I see you, I believe in you, and I'm sending you all my love. And if it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. My name's Phoebe, and I post videos on YouTube every single day for the last 108 days. 108 days, except for day 9. But we'll still keep showing up. I hope I inspire you to be more of yourself and to do the thing that lights up your soul, or the thing you're avoiding to do. Yeah. I will see you guys in the next one. See you tomorrow. Ciao, Bella. Mwah.